Okay, so this story, it's so much more than just a contract signing. This is a high-stakes saga that nearly saw the American Soccer League lose its most electrifying star. We're talking rejected deals, we're talking legal showdowns, and a last-minute rule change that literally rewrote the entire playbook.
So that's the big question, right? How in the world did the National Women's Soccer League get to the absolute edge of losing Trinity Rodman? And what crazy measures did they have to take to pull her back from the brink? Let's dive in and break it all down.
So it all kicks off with the league's biggest name stuck in, well, professional limbo. Seriously, the clock was ticking down, and her future in the NWSL was completely, totally up in the air.
I mean, just look at how precarious this situation was. On December 31st, 2025, Trinity Rodman's contract, it was done. Over. She was officially a free agent, not attached to any club. And at the same time, you've got these huge, compelling offers flooding in from top clubs in Europe. The league was staring down the very real possibility of losing its biggest draw.
Now, with all this pressure mounting, her team and the club actually managed to hammer out a deal. But then, in a twist you almost can't believe, the league itself stepped in and just shut it down.
Yeah, you heard that right. The Washington Spirit and Rodman's camp had put together this really creative multi-year deal, but the NWSL commissioner, Jessica Berman, she rejected it, said it violated the spirit of the rules. Can you even imagine being that close, having a deal done, only to have the whole thing vetoed from the top? Just wild.
And this timeline just shows you how fast everything went off the rails. Late November, the deal gets rejected. By New Year's Eve, she's a free agent. And come January, it's a full-on legal battle, with the Players Association filing an official grievance against the league. This wasn't just a negotiation anymore, it was an absolute confrontation.
And the Players Association did not hold back. They called the league's move a flagrant violation of a player's rights. I mean, those are incredibly strong words. This wasn't just a simple disagreement, it was a full-blown crisis for the league. So, with its back completely against the wall, the NWSL had to do something. And that something was to basically rewrite its own rulebook, pretty much on the fly, because of this whole mess. So they came up with this thing called the High Impact Player Rule, or the HIP rule. And, sources from all over the league said this idea had been floating around for a while, but it was the absolute urgency of keeping Rodman in the NWSL that finally pushed it across the finish line. It basically created a brand new way for teams to pay their superstars. And the impact of this, it was massive. This new rule lets teams spend up to an extra $1 million. And get this, that's on top of the existing salary cap. This single rule just completely changed the financial landscape of the entire league overnight. So, with this new rule finally in place, the path was clear. The stage was set for a resolution. And it was a resolution that was going to make history. Just look at this comparison. It's insane. Her last record-setting deal back in 2022 was for $1.1 million spread over 4 years. Her new deal, over $2 million for a single year. That is not an incremental raise, people. That is a quantum leap that just shatters every record that came before it. And honestly, beyond all the staggering numbers, this is what it's really about. You can just feel the emotion in her own words. After months of all that uncertainty and conflict, Rodman said, "I can't even describe in words what it feels like." It just says everything about the crazy journey she'd been on. Okay, so let's put this into perspective, because the scale is just monumental. She isn't just the highest paid player in the league anymore. No. According to her agent, this contract makes her the highest paid female soccer player in the entire world. She's now earning more than global superstars like Barcelona's Aitana Bonmatí. This is a huge, huge moment for the sport. So you might be asking, why does one contract matter so much? Well, it's because the ripple effects of this deal go way beyond just one player and one team. This entire saga has set a brand new standard for the whole sport.
Her agent, Mike Sinkekowski, he really nailed it. He said she set a new standard that's going to drive the growth of the entire league and all of its players. See, this contract, it raises the ceiling for everybody. It's a huge signal to the rest of the world about the real value and the massive potential of women's pro soccer here in America.
And this right here, this might be the most powerful part of the whole story. Rodman herself brought it right back to the next generation. She said, "This is just opening up opportunities for American girls with dreams." After all the chaos, all the fighting, all the negotiation, that's the legacy she sees, creating a bigger, brighter, more ambitious future for all the girls who are going to follow in her footsteps.
And that really brings us to the final thought, doesn't it? Trinity Rodman just completely shattered the glass ceiling. A new benchmark has been set. So the question now is, with this new precedent and these new rules in place, who's going to be the next to raise that bar even higher?